What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally X gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna try out Slime Rancher. Now, this is originally a game I had a request to try out on the Steam Deck OLED, but whenever I get a request for one, I almost always do the game on all of these little weaker systems and then finish off on the small form factor PC. So, that's what we're gonna do here. Now, at 720p with just, I believe it was called the default settings, even though stock it wanted to do like 800 by 600 or something like that. Everything on the lowest possible settings. I was like, I think that's a little bit too low settings for even for this thing. And I was right. So this thing might even be able to just play 1080p at the highest settings. We shall see. But even if it can't, we'll do our regular 900p medium and 720p low as well then. So why don't we go ahead and go get started. So here's the settings we're gonna do first. If I remember correctly, it just ends up doing just fine at 1080p, so I didn't bother going through all the different settings. But I think the fire bath's the one that I ended up going through everything. In any case though, let's hop into the game and let's see how it plays. Here we go. Let's get ourselves some gameplay. And it looked like it was staying above 60 the whole time. There was a couple parts where it dropped into the 60s, but which made me think, okay, maybe there's some spots it might drop under 60 with these settings, but for the most part, you're gonna be getting FPS like this. And that's more than enough for me. Oh yeah, I had to stop back there to help Misty out. She got herself trapped. Not in a way she couldn't have gotten herself out, but she was mewing, so I figured, well, might as well help. Alright, that's what I was trying to do. Although those things just have wings, they can just fly away, can't they? And those, I think, are money, if I remember correctly. Oh, nope, we gotta go over. There we go. And I noticed, for some reason, the frickin' trigger wasn't working very well for this game. I had to really frickin' 100% it just to get it to react. Just in this one game. I went and joined a different game after and was like, okay, no, now it's fine. I don't mean join a game, played another game later. I went and tried that Risk of Rain 2 real quick, and I could shoot my gun no problem, didn't have to pull it all the way down like I did in this game. But this game also didn't notice the controller at first either. I actually had to turn Steam input on just to make it like work. Usually I don't need that. Usually it's seen in all games just as an Xbox 360 controller. Or not 360, but a Series X controller probably at this point in time. Or just say Xbox controller. That's the best way to do it, I guess. Yeah, it seems to get a damn good FPS. Yeah, the only thing I wish this thing would tell me is the battery life. That's the only thing that this thing doesn't do, and I looked and there doesn't seem to be a setting for it. For this new FPS monitor I decided to start using. But that's fine. If I was going to do a video about pure battery life, I would, just use the stock built-in little thing. I would say I'd use Afterburner, because I know there's a way to set it up to tell you how much, percentage of watts it's taking off the battery, but if it's going to add stutters into my videos, I don't want to do that. So as soon as I learned that, I figured, well, due diligence, can't use it. Unfortunately, I've made a plethora of videos already using it, but going forward, as soon as I heard about it, I was like, alright, well, I'll have to try to figure out a new solution. And unfortunately, on some systems, trying to record with OBS, it doesn't see it. it doesn't have a choice in this particular instance, since this thing's just basically going through a capture card. Anything that shows up on the screen will show up, I believe. It doesn't have a choice. But when you're just recording the game from like OBS, from like the system itself, like on my Firebat, it doesn't want to see this window for some reason. I don't know why. It also doesn't see the Steam window either for the FPS. I tried to just use that as a band-aid to be like, okay, well maybe I can at least give them FPS. But nope, that didn't work either, so they just have to look and see how the game's looks wise. You know, be like, oh, does this look smooth enough? Which is a little annoying, so I gotta figure out some other solution for that, I guess. Maybe the Steam recording will work better. I know it's got a recording software now built right in. As long as it doesn't take up too many resources, that is, but it's not like OBS is easy to run either, so I'll have to test it out. Because if it can see it, hell yeah, I'm gonna use that instead. But yeah, definitely seems like an interesting game. I'll definitely play it eventually. But it's definitely not my kind of game, so if someone hadn't requested it and it wasn't on sale, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. Well, I kind of have a rule on that. If it's like a $20 game or something like that, I don't usually mind. But I don't want to be going buy $60, $70 sports games that I know I'm never going to play. You know, I don't mind playing them if they're on EA Play or something, but buying them, nah. Now, if I ever start making money off this YouTube channel, sure. Because that's what I plan to do. I'm going to put all the money I make into the channel. If that ever happens. If not, I'm just going to keep having fun making my videos like I'm doing now. Anyway, though, let's move on, shall we? Well, alright, now for some camera recorded gameplay. And one thing I noticed, I don't know if it's just this game or if my ally's trigger over here is broken, but just pressing it, like obviously just pressing it a little bit. Actually, no, it seems like it's just got like... See, look at how hard it is to get them to come out. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way this game's supposed to be. I'm not sure. But I thought that was a little funny. Yeah, seems like it's staying over 60 for the most part. There might be some spots in the game where it might drop under here and there, but just like with the Steam Deck, I figured, nah, this is doing great. I don't think we really need to do anything else. We just leave it the way it is. Especially because not everybody cares about 60 FPS. Crystals. There we go. There's that weird machine. Alright, cool. You just hold it down. That's so much easier. But yeah, not exactly my kind of game, but I can see why people would like it. It seems to run great on here, even on high, 1080p. A tabby slime. Oh no, that sounds like if I jump over there, I'm gonna hop into an ocean and die. Don't want to do that. Alright, nope, I'm getting all freaking confused. How do I get back to my home base? I think it's this way. Oh, that's right, I can't go that way yet. And that's death. I don't think I can go there either. Nope, I can't even activate that yet. But I'm closer to that than anything with 918 bucks. Yeah, I still don't understand why I have to press so hard to get that to work. Hopefully my freaking trigger ain't broken. I've been nice to the thing. I don't throw it around or get mad at it and push buttons really hard, so I don't know what the heck would happen to it. But I'm hoping it's just this game. I'll probably try another game real quick right after this. But anyway, speaking of that, I think it's about time for us to go wrap this video up anyway. Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Slime Rancher on the Asus Ally X, and it seemed to do fine even at 1080p high. There's not too many instances I saw it dropping down into the 60s, and when I did, it was in like the high 60s, like 68. So that's what makes me think there might be a spot or two it might drop under 60, but some people don't even care about 60 FPS, so for those people, they're gonna have a blast. And again, it defaults to like 800 by 600, so I couldn't use my normal auto detect go graph. I had to at least try my own shit on the Steam Deck anyway, and on this one I always start off in 1080p high, so it just so happened to be able to handle it this time, which which is pretty nice. I don't get me wrong, I like playing games on the screen's native resolution, but most of the time I don't get to on this thing. 1080p is usually a little bit too much, at least for me, because I want my 60 FPS. It's great for those people who don't care and just want like a 30, 40 FPS experience. Most of the time you can get that and still have high settings in most games. Just not the newest AAA titles like that run on Unreal Engine 5 or whatever. Both this and the Steam Deck kind of fall flat on its face in games like that, although this still does better than the Steam Deck does. Anyway though, that's all I got for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.